All right, what's up, everybody? We're back. This week, we're sitting down with Groovy Nilo. Groovy Nilo.
Groovy Nilo, yes.
Okay. So we've actually worked, but I was wearing so many hats. I didn't even get to really chop it up with you, man. So thank you for sitting down with me. You killed the show. Like everybody wants you to come back. So you absolutely killed it. You're on my only show in Quincy, this year so far. So kind of hit people with the interesting fact about Groovy Nilo.
Oh man, interesting fact about Groovy Nilo is I'm incredibly versatile. I got a lot of different things, a lot of different flavors that come with me, and that's like the thing I hang my hat on the most.
Yeah, word.
Yeah. So,
All right. So you talk about the... Go ahead.
I was gonna say, Joe, just whatever you feeling, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you look through my catalog, you should be able to find something
Word.
that really rock with. Yeah.
Word. So you talk about flavors, man. Which bag do you like to get in the most?
I want to say it's like the baby, like low key. You know what I'm saying?
I'll give you a shit.
Yeah, I like doing that and like turning it up, having a good time. I think that's, when I'm in my biggest element. But I do got like a commercial side, a conscious side, and I do like to tell stories too. So I got a lot I can do, but definitely like the almost like club banger, but like bars type deal is my thing.
Word. You got a good mix going on. That's awesome, man. So let's kind of get into your journey, man. You got a lot to it. So how would you describe your journey so far in music?
It's very funny. I mean, I'm always gonna say I started too late. There's no time like the present. But
Word.
I started in college, just off of the strength that my friends had some dope music, and I've always rapped with them and stuff like that. And I asked my girlfriend at the time to buy me a mic off of Amazon, and I started making music on GarageBand. And my first song got like over 1,000 plays on SoundCloud, so I was lit from there.
Facts. I would have hit the ground running too. That's what's up. What was your first song?
I've been racing is my first song.
Okay. Is it still up? The first one. Oh yeah. Okay. That's what's up. The first ones usually don't stick around too long after you kind of get a feel for it.
Yeah, that's definitely true. But shit, I finally did that on my own time, and kind of didn't look back after that. It was pretty well received, so I was like, fuck it, let's do it.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. So you pretty much were around friends, you were making music, you're like, fuck it, why not me?
No, we would just rap all the time, like freestyle, literally all the time. We'd be getting fried in the room. Next thing you know, there's a beat playing and everybody's rapping. And I was never bad. I was always, pretty solid. I feel like I had a little sauce, and I would I would always make hooks and stuff like that, and it works.
Yeah. So with you pursuing music in college, why do you feel like you got such a late start?
Basketball.
Yeah?
Yeah, I hooped my whole life. So I dropped out and kind of like, what do I do from here type thing. But it started before I dropped out. So I don't really know how to explain, kind of the drop off between being an everyday basketball player to like trying to really pursue music. But they were kind of going on at the same time, and then one dropped off and the other just kept going.
Yeah. Dang. That's quite a turn, man. What happened with basketball, if you don't mind me asking?
Nah, just grades. I hate school. So
Word, dude. Word. It took me a little bit.
I waited until my last year literally to say fuck everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, it happens.
No, it does. It does. I took a gap year and then took another gap year, so I get it. I get it. Yeah. For real. So would you say music is more of your passion these days then? Or do you miss the court sometimes?
I play all the time.
It never leaves.
Yeah, ever. I coach and I play. So I'm in a men's league competitively now, and I think I have been ever since I was not playing. So
Word. Yeah, it never goes away. It never goes away.
ever. I'm too competitive.
Okay, so with that said, what are some of the challenges like that you faced in music?
Really, it's just the funding. Like, it took me a long time to realize that you need to. I mean, unless like some dumb luck happens, or I don't want to even call it dumb luck, but like there's a right place and a right time for everything. So like, um, I feel like funding was. It took me a while to realize that you got to spend money to make money. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
kind of get involved and be around those entities that can see you and take you to a different level. You do, as an artist coming up, have to spend some money. And it took me a little bit to realize that and go for it with your heart. You know what I'm saying? Like fully do it.
Yeah.
And so once I kind of got that grasp a little bit, I've been, on a little incline, I think. A little incline. We're getting there.
Yeah. No, that's good because so let me ask you this. When you first started off, did you think it was just going to be like one hit record? And did you also kind of have that mindset? Because that is what most people come into music thinking, like, I just need one record, one person, that's it.
Yeah. No, because like it was almost like after I saw what the first one could do, I'm like, it's like you know what I'm saying? I want to do it again type shit.
Yeah.
And like making music was fun. I would literally like come in after practice or come in after class, set up my little. Actually, I take that back. Nah, at night, because when everything was done, practice and school was done, I would go into the dorm room lobby, and they would have like a bunch of extra closets and like desks set up in there, and I would literally like square off a corner and make my own little studio. Have my laptop in there with my mic, and we'll record music for hours, and would just do that every time the day was over. And then they would take it down in the morning, and I would be pissed because I have to build it again the next day.
Yeah, okay. I feel that because I started out making music, and my first setup was a sock over my mic, and it hung over the bar in my dorm room closet, and same thing. You just make it work.
You got to make it work. And then, like I said, the quality is not going to be the greatest usually when you're starting out. But the people who fuck with it, my homies were fucking with it and stuff like that. And seeing them fuck with it made me only want to do it more. So
yeah. So you spoke about like some of the financial challenges that come with it. Ever since getting over that hurdle, what's been some of the things you've accomplished?
I mean, I guess social media presence has definitely boosted a bit from spending money, but also just getting I've met a lot of like really dope people in the industry, and you know what I'm saying, have presented some pretty good opportunities for myself just by like not being afraid to put myself out there. And with that comes being able to, having a job, sustaining a job, and then spending money, towards your dream. So that's exactly kind of what I was doing, whether it was like $150 for a slot, $150 for 3 songs, like $300 for, you know what I'm saying, to come perform here or go to fucking Ohio and it's this, you know what I'm saying? Like I would do everything that I possibly could. And if it was usually like, around the $100 type things or $40, go perform at this open mic or there's a slot contest, something like that. But I wouldn't miss an opportunity. I tried not to.
Yeah. Okay. So it sounds like you've done a lot on the road. Do you think do you think that's helped with your performance? Because I was low key like blown away at how you handled the crowd and everything. I was definitely intrigued. I was like, yeah, I got to bring him back because there's I don't know if you saw Kamari. You might have saw him at Freon's, but I don't know if you saw him at the first one. Oh, you saw it both?
Yeah. So
okay.
I figured, I don't know. He had a look about him. So
yeah. So, but when I saw you perform, I was like, Oh yeah. So if I get you, like me as a promoter, I'm plotting, like, cause I prefer to throw good shows. So I'm
Right.
plotting. So I'm like, yo, if I get him and him and him on the roster, that's shut down. So I was blown away. So just to get back to my question, from do you think the sacrifice and the financial payments that you made to do those showcases have helped you as a performer?
Mm. Oh yeah, it helped me as a performer 100%. I think almost every single time I've like thought of a way to like integrate the crowd somehow or like come up with my own thing. And then every single time I go out there, I kind of have like my own identity. And there's certain things that I do every performance that like get the crowd involved and like look good aesthetically for like photos or whatever. And then also it's just like live. Like you
Yeah.
should be able to feel it, you know? But
Word.
yeah, definitely it's helped me 100%.
So you wouldn't trade any of that for the experience you've gotten?
Mm, I mean, if you were telling me I was going to be on the Billboard 100 instead of doing all that, I don't know. But
Fair enough. Fair enough.
like, you know what I'm saying? But nah, I've definitely enjoyed every bit of it. Just and there's been, you know, sometimes where you have like the self doubt after you do like performances or stuff like that, like where people really fucking with it or not. But to be honest with you, and this isn't even me just being like cocky about the shit, but like every single time, you know, somebody will come up to me and be like, "Hey, like I really fuck with your performance and stuff like that," or "Let me follow you" or something like that, and so
Yeah.
that kind of like lets me know if I can just get on a bigger stage or something like that and put all this performance stuff that I've been doing together, I'll really be, you know, where I want to be.
Yeah. Because it only takes one, man. It only takes one.
Exactly. I want to keep on hitting at the rock until it breaks.
Word. All right. So let's get into it. You chose Behind the Lyrics.
All right, what's up? It's Groovy Nilo, and this is No Way. I started off like how you want a second chance. Girl, you a bop like D-Lo dance. Red beam on that pistol, I'm like solo with the hands. Generous as fuck, that's how I feel when I throw bands. Cop the Bentley truck, I'm in that Tonka off the gas. Venomous as fuck, I see the snakes up in the grass. Kobe Bentley, but I'm like power, I'm off the gas all. Unable to sit because I've been rapping my ass off. I pulled up in that brand new whip and they like Groovy, no way. Pulled up with the baddest bitch and they like Groovy, no way. Was broke, I left, but now I'm back and paid like Groovy, no way. No way. But yes way, I pulled up in that brand new whip and they like Groovy, no way. Pulled up with the baddest bitch and they like Groovy, no way. Was broke, I left, but now I'm back and paid like Groovy, no way. No way. But yes way, I said, Molly, with that perk, you'll lose your future if you mask off. Houston Rocket shit, now my whole team, we finna blast off. I was broke back then, but now Young Groovy took his cast off. Don't play that in the club, I told that DJ, turn that trash off. I pulled up in that brand new whip and they like Groovy, no way. Pulled up with the baddest bitch and they like Groovy, no way. Was broke, I left, but now I'm back and paid like Groovy, no way. No way. But yes way.
So give us the meaning behind this.
I chose Behind the Lyrics because I released a song recently, I believe last month, if not earlier this month. Um, and this song, and specifically, like when I was writing it and when I was recording it, I knew it was gonna be like one of those ones as I'm performing it, people have no choice but to rock with. And the part that I like chose to go over is the part that like amps people up the most. And I think it's uh, you know, something like when I perform it, it's something you would really want to be a part of.
Yeah. That's
Mm-hmm.
what's up. So what do you hope listeners kind of take away when they hear this song?
Um, Nah, I just lose everything. You know what I'm saying? Lose all kinds, lose all sense of where you are. You know what I'm saying? Scream out the lyrics, whatever you like. Hear your favorite song, and you're riding in the car and like you're screaming lyrics. That's how I want you to feel when you hear that. And whether if it's like a game situation, you got to go play somebody, or you getting ready for work, or you're about to hit the gym. This is that, like, amp up.
Word. That's
Yeah,
dope. That's dope. Thank you for sharing that with us.
yeah, no doubt.
So we'll get back to the interview a little bit. So, in your opinion, though, what role does music have, like, on society in your eyes? Yeah,
It's a very large role on society, like hip hop.
and we can speak hip hop specifically, and then go into in general.
I mean, there's just so many things. Like hip hop or music in general ties into sports. It ties into politics. It ties into your love life. It ties into your biggest achievements, your biggest failures. Um, the things you aspire to be, the things that you were. There isn't a category on this planet that music doesn't touch. I feel like so very important, and it'll always bring you back to a place. A song is not always gonna be new, but some songs are just always new to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. I think. So, do you have any songs that sometimes after you haven't heard it for a while feels like the first time you've heard it?
Currently, I don't know what the hell it is with this song, but like for the last maybe like year and a half, I've been listening to "I Love You, I Hate You" by Playboi Carti damn near every day. I don't know what it is about the song. I mean, the production on it is crazy, and then just the melodies for the hook is nuts, but it's a lit vibe.
Yeah,
Yeah. I saw it live too. That helps.
yeah. I would agree. I think that sells the music more because you, like you said earlier, you feel it. You feel it.
Mhm.
Where'd you see it live?
In Chicago. He came to Summer Smash last summer. He headlined. And I don't need I wasn't the biggest Playboi Carti fan, but I really had an open mind, like going into that night, Sunday night, that, whatever, like let's let it rock, see what happens. And it
Yeah,
ended up being literally probably my most listened to artist over the last year and a half now.
off of his live performance.
Yeah. After the live performance, that set everything off. I was hooked. No bet.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what's
mosh
up.
pits I was in the mosh pits. Those were fun. And then I just started listening to the rest of the catalog. And I've, of course, fucked with a couple Cardi songs like Sky and Magnolia and stuff like that before in
Yeah,
R&B, but like nothing like how I'm listening now.
yeah. Dang.
Yeah.
Would you say Cardi is one of your favorite artists today?
Yeah, easily. Definitely. He's almost like Thug to me in a way where like he just made music really his own. I Yeah, he was inspired by some people, you know what I'm saying? And you low key inspired by Chief Keef, but that's a different conversation. Uh, a different conversation. There's some Chief Keef inspired Cardi, but nah, he definitely really made music his own, I feel like, and invented himself in a couple different ways, and every time it's been more successful than the last, damn near.
Yeah. Dang. So,
Yeah.
all right. So, after saying all that, do you kind of incorporate that into how you handle music too?
Not yet. I think I don't want to say I'm like throwing 100 or taking 100 swings and trying to get a hit, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
like I want to put out like almost as much as possible to find which niche is kind of sticking the most. And then like for like a first like studio project or something like that, I would really want to like hammer away at that. That would be dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So if
I
there's
think
like
that's smart.
if there's like a single that I'm releasing this summer that really pops off, um, I want to kind of like maybe release a couple more singles or like a small project in that realm,
Yeah.
and then show people I can do everything else after that.
No, that's dope. That's dope. Sorry, man. Excuse me one moment.
No, you're good.
My bad, man.
You're all good.
But okay. So, no, you were saying you haven't yet. You're waiting to find your niche. And I think that's smart to experiment until you find what sticks. That's what a lot of professionals say when it comes to just the podcast that I listen to. They're like, find what works and then double down on it. And it sounds like that's kind of your game plan going forward. Is that right?
At least just for the beginning, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I feel like I can do a lot of different things to appeal to a lot of different demographics, a lot of different groups of people. And whether that's making like story music, like boom bap, kind of Kanye West, Mac Miller, I can do that. Or if it's like turning up like Yeet, Playboy Cardi, or like Futurish, I can do that too.
Yeah.
And everything in between. So that's just one of the first blocks, I guess I want to chip at before I touch on everything else.
No, I think that's a solid game plan, man. Truly. And so with that going on, when you get in the lab and you're deciding on like what's your process, go through your process for recording, and because you've been posting a lot of clips of work, the one you recently posted. So kind of go through your recording process. How do you choose your beats and things of that nature?
Oh man, recording process. I usually like to go in with something like recorded in my head, basically. So I should be able to recite it pretty easily once I get there, get in the booth. Whether I'm reading it off of my phone or just doing it off of memory, but I've gone over it like 50 times already before I get in the studio. So that way I can, I can just like pick out different things that I find, like different imperfections in the flows or something like that if I hear it out loud. And I think that definitely is the way that I like to go in.
Yeah.
Sure.
No, that's what's up. That's what's up. So when you're searching for beats to use, do you have specific producers that you work with? Are you looking for? I mean, you're obviously not looking for a specific sound because it sounds like you like to experiment with everything. But how do you kind of go about finding your beats? And do you just let it come to you, or do you sit on it until it does come to you, or do you hunt around until something strikes?
Like one of the first months I started like making my own music in college, I connected with this dude from YouTube, who at the time was like 16 in Switzerland making beats and stuff like that. And he's been like my best friend ever since. So he throws me, shout out to him. His name is Husseini, Huseyiny. He's been my producer mainly, probably recorded like 85% of my songs. And he's thrown me, love beats and stuff like that all the time. We worked on a song together. But yeah, I still like talk to him to this day. He's currently in the army because after you hit a certain age in Switzerland, you have to spend a year in the army. So, so yeah, that's what he's doing currently. But he's almost done, and he's gonna be excited to get back making music and stuff like that.
Damn, the power of the internet, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, and I'm one of those dudes, man. I'll literally, like, if you do something dope, A, I'll let you know. B, I'll give you credit. C, I want to work with you on it after. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, that's really dope. That's really dope. That's
my brother. I've seen him grow so much. It's crazy. And like the blacked out in Switzerland.
Okay. Go ahead. You can pick up on that.
Yeah, he's just been my boy. And he's currently in the army, but he'll be back. And he's recorded a good majority of my songs, and blacked out my biggest song, streaming wise and like music video wise and performance wise too as well. It is one that he recorded, and everybody thinks that is like one of the craziest beats that they've heard. So I really fuck with that.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. I still think that's crazy. That's the power of the internet, man. So you guys have never met in person either, I take it, just maybe FaceTimed or Zooms or something?
Never met in person. We FaceTimed a bunch, Snapchat a lot, and Instagram a lot. But we do have the goal, you know, to
Yeah.
actually get over here in person,
That's fucking
and
dope.
work on it and work on a lot of W's and just show him the United States and stuff like that. Or if I have to go over there, I'll fucking do it. But
Yeah.
we got to do it soon.
That's awesome, man. So,
Yeah.
just to kind of keep this moving forward, how do you kind of navigate between like your creative expression and your commercial success? You're saying he helped you out with Blackout, and people are so what about Blackout really stands out? What's the common thing you hear about that?
Um, Blacked Out is like probably the best song that can describe me as an artist, I think, because um, like at the time, it was like COVID had just broke type shit, and we were also going through like not a civil, like a civil rights movement, essentially. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With Eric Garner and Ahmaud Arbery, and you know everything that was ramping up at the time with the riots and things like that. I just kind of felt like I needed to express myself. And I heard that beat. He sent me a beat package, and I heard that beat, and I'm like, man, something like needs to be done. This
Yeah.
needs to be done justice. Like I don't know. If I know one thing, I know I'm writing a song to this beat immediately. And I sat there on my couch and I wrote it, and then I went, I think, to the studio either like the following day or following weekend and finished it, and had my homies from high school for a music video, and we shot it real cinematic, and it was nice.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So, just we're getting to the end of this, man. I just like looking ahead. What kind of impact do you hope that your music has on people?
I hope that it like shows you that you can do whatever you want to do. Because if you follow me, you know I like work at this shit on a daily basis and like really love doing it. I'm a people person, so I guess, you know, being extroverted makes this easier.
Yeah.
You know, but I hope that like people get from my music, you can do whatever you want to do and be where you want to be if you put in, you know, the effort and time it takes. Because yeah, there are one hit wonders and people who blow up off of one song, you know what I'm saying? But who are the people that are lasting in the game type shit? That's who I should be, you know.
Yeah.
That's who I am. That's what I'm trying to, you know, show everyone else.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. I applaud you. Like I said, I thought you were dope. I thought you were dope. Just I'm still not sure how you came across me, but when you send me your music and Shania, duh. But when
Really?
yeah, she sent your music to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that because I was thinking, well, no, how I heard about you was different though. So that's what's tripping me out because Cody Bunch,
Yeah.
that's one of my homies from like John Wood. Like that's, you know, how I'm so connected with Quincy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, he would always see me posting my music on Facebook. He was like, "Yo, come do a show in Quincy." Like, I know a guy who does shows in Quincy. I'm like, "All right, man, tell him I'm down. Like, tell him I'll do it or give me information." And he actually did, and I reached out, and that's how I think I. So I'm confused on how she showed you my music because I only knew her from the first time I went down there.
Really? No, I have your name and two other people. And then Cody sent me you and another person. Because Cody sent me you after she had already told me.
Really?
Yeah. And that's why I was like, okay, if two people are telling me, then I might as well.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's my boy. Okay, so that's my boy Winston's girl. Oops. That's my boy Winston's girl. And Winston's like super been one of my biggest like supporters. He was my teammate at John Wood. And then we both went off and did our little thing. He's always fucked with my music, and he's always trying to get me to perform down in like St. Louis, Quincy type area. And so the fact that he made that connection and got it to you, which is before Cody, that's super dope. That just means it was gonna happen.
Well, and I don't want to say, because Cody might have sent me your info before, because I've been doing this since 2018, and dude, I was very unorganized, and a lot of people were coming at me, and I was like, hold up, like, I'm just trying to figure it out. So he could have said something earlier too, but yeah, I'm pretty sure she mentioned it, and then he was like, you really need to, fuck with my bro, and he sent me a song too. I was like, all right, so if y'all both saying it right now, and then you came and you killed that shit. Like, I was like, yeah.
That's I'm making a point to be like someone who's gonna be good performing, whether there's 5 people there, whether there's 500 people there. To me, I look out and it's like 300. So that's how I treat every show.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's a good mindset to have, man. So as we end this, where can people follow you and support you? You're actually going on road too. I don't know if this will be out in time, but you're going on road too. If you want to speak about that real quick too.
Oh, you can find me everywhere on any platform for anything at GROOVYNILO. That is Groovy Nilo, and I am going on tour soon. I'm opening up for a homie. I'm not gonna say who it is just yet. It'll be released surely here in the next couple of days. Please pay attention to my socials. But I will be in Chicago to start, Seattle, LA, and then Raleigh, North Carolina after that.
First time in some of these places?
First time in all of them.
Congratulations, man. That's awesome. That's awesome.
I've never been to Seattle, never been to LA, I've been to Davidson, North Carolina, but never Raleigh. So
that's what's up, man. Have fun. LA is awesome. We went out to LA. We threw a bad show in LA, and it was still a good time. So it was.
What do you mean by a bad show?
My DJ's house burned down. We didn't get our sound equipment that we were supposed to have, so we just made adjustments.
No.
Yeah. So we threw a bad show, and it was still a good time. So
somebody's house burned down, and it's still a good time. I fuck with
But I mean, he was going through it, and it sucked. But I couldn't be mad. Like, he just lost everything. Why would I be? But yes.
We sympathize with them though.
Yeah. But with that said, thank you again for sitting down with me, man. It's been a pleasure, and I hope to work with you again in the future.
Oh, we definitely will. I would definitely do that summer thing, the summer show, but I'll be out of town. Next thing after that, I'm with it.
All right, bet, man. Peace.
King.